Hello and welcome to Sacred Akashic Healing Arts. My name's Corinne, I'm one of your hosts, and today we've got a really special and profound transmission direct from the Three Eye Atlas beings. So, Valentina, who is my co host and the founder of Sacred Akashic Healing Arts, has been connecting directly to the beings on this light ship through the Akash. And if you are not familiar, if you've not heard of Three Eye Atlas, it's been the official narrative that it's a comet. But we last week, myself and Valentina decided to go into the Akash and ask questions about this supposed comet because we believed it to be a light ship and to be holding benevolent beings that are here bringing codes to assist in humanity's awakening. And actually, when we went in last week, we confirmed that, and they brought through an extremely special transmission for this Saha community. So they want us to keep that just on the community. But this week, because Valentina has been working with them with personal sessions with mentees and with clients, they have agreed to communicate live on our public platform. And not only that, but to actually welcome questions from the public and from our community. So stick around to the end and we'll explain how you can personally connect to these beings. There's two ways that you can do that, and we'll explain that at the end. Yeah, let's just dive straight in.
Okay.
Okay.
Masters, teachers, and loved ones. Yeah, we're just there, basically, on this beautiful spaceship. Thank you for having us again. And they really like us.
Good.
Can you sense, please send Corinne some of this magical, powerful, vibrating healing that I'm receiving at the moment. How are you feeling, Corinne?
I just feel lots of waves of energy through my body. I feel good. I feel peaceful.
Oh,
I feel really nice. Yeah, feels good.
the first thing they want to do is answer some questions.
Okay.
Um, so for anyone looking at this on the replay, Corinne and I are both receiving masses of healing from the corner, the Three Eye Atlas spaceship at the moment. So it's like a big instant healing slash detox is going on in my body right now. So words could be a bit weird.
We'll do our best.
We'll do our best. Yes. Enjoy the energy.
Exactly.
I'm asking them if they would like to send a transmission out to people to start with. They said just start with your questions and then we'll talk about whether this is going out to YouTube. Saying, okay, thank you. So we've got questions from Siobhan. What other questions do? Oh, you've got a few questions for them. Yeah.
And then
So
just before we started filming, me and Valentina talked about some things we'd like to ask. So um, I'll start there if you want. So one thing that was that so beautiful three eye atlas beings. Thank you for answering our questions. So one thing that I'd become aware of is that you were literally now as we're filming on the 29th, you would be actually approaching the sun and coming closest to sun, so to the sun. One, is that correct?
mm,
And two, what is the purpose? I've heard you'll be kind of refueling there. What is the purpose of connecting with the sun? What's the
the um, For us, it translates as a big wake-up call for humanity. And what is the purpose for you beings there? Are you refueling them? Oh,
No.
laughing.
Oh yeah, it sounds silly now. Yeah, of course not.
Communicating with the sun. Sun is friend. Sun is your sun is so magnificent, but such a small being for us.
Okay. Wow, yeah. Interesting.
So it's like we've turned up. We're here. That's it. That's us being here. I'm saying thank you, but I've been knocked out by this energy. Corinne was wondering if I'd fallen off the chair. But we both went into the Akash and then I disappeared. I was just knocked out. I lay on the couch to do the journey and I just came to feeling amazing. Like, wow. I had no idea, no memory that I was in the middle of something. So I'm saying to them, so is this the sun energy? And Corinne is now receiving it too. Uh, they're saying, yeah, this is not just for the people who need to wake up, it's for all of you to
Mm,
get the boost, to wake up to even more of who you are. And for some of you, that means an enjoyment of more of who you are because you already know.
yeah.
Thank you so much. And I'm saying to them, when you're talking to me, you sound as trippy as I feel. Is that because of me, or is that what the sun is? It's the sun being with sun, your friend's son, our son giving you that effect? They're saying it's that effect. So it's like a filter of how we're coming through to you at the moment. I'm kind of getting more control of my voice now
Yeah.
because what we've realized, I've been connecting almost daily for since new moon with the three eye atlas beings, and they have told us that the name of their spaceship is a corner, and it's a mixed group of beings. It's not one lineage from one place in the cosmos. And what we've realized is that we need to be very clear in telling them what's going on for us, how it's been received here. Because the reason for this is because there's been a lot of gunk between galactic beings and us. We call it trauma. And in the Saha community, we've started clearing that trauma for everyone and for ourselves individually. So it means they can start to connect and see us better. But we still have to bring them up to speed. So they're realizing now how trippy the energy has made me feel
Mm.
and bringing me back into a more grounded state. How are you feeling at the moment, Corinne?
Yeah,
You're
no.
glowing.
Yeah. I feel good. I feel good. Yeah.
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 Um, so can you tell us more about the sun boost energy? Uh, the they're saying it's exactly what you have just said, Valentino. They're going through all my names. I won't repeat them all here. You guys all know my different lineages. And and this is right relationship. This is the energy uh, of the sun. It's just that us coming closer to it is able to boost it to you.
Yeah.
We're like there. And I'm saying the Wi-Fi booster in people's houses. And I'm showing them mentally the image of that. And they're saying, yes, but so much better. Yes, but so much better for us. Yes. Thank you so much. So, um, so it's this pure joy, and I'm asking them, is this pure joy a specific aspect of our sun, or is it yes? The answer is just yes. This is a specific aspect of your sun,
Mm,
and it's incredibly life-giving, as you know. But this is the pure vibration. So thank you. I even feel like my eyes are in the sun, Corinne,
yeah,
like
I,
that.
yeah, I feel that
Yeah.
on my peripheral as well, like
Yeah,
the
it's strong,
heat.
like bright light.
And you see the waves of the heat of the sun.
Yeah. Mm.
Mm. So,
So, question.
yeah, we are the ones being refueled by the sun. I love it.
Oh, shall we give a transmission? Whoever ends up watching this, we haven't asked them yet whether it's just going to be our private Saha community or the wider community. Let's start with a transmission. Yes, they want a transmission of the energy. This
Okay.
time it's coming out like it's felt in the heart chakra. So they're saying to, yes, open the heart chakra, and the beings are coming around us, whoever's watching, and Corinne and I. Um, and they're literally going, making themselves small and going into our heart chakras and recalibrating us with this sun joy coding. And there's remembrance. I remember before they said it's a wake up coding. So there's remembrance that they're coding. Whoever's listening, if you could open your heart chakra, your heart center, chakra is how I say it because words have vibration. And chakra is open and expansive. And there's a feeling of no longer hiding because this is bringing you more fully into your expansive galactic self here in a human body. And I'm saying to them, uh, what about those of us or those of you watching that are not so much galactic but more earth people? And they said everyone's come from somewhere.
Yeah.
It's like a compass. It's like a round ball, but it's a compass in everyone's heart chakra being recalibrated. Oh, as this is happening, I'm just remembering that before we started this Zoom, Corinne and I was thinking, do I need that really good Mexican cacao, so I can get in the zone? I would have woken up at all if I had the Mexican cacao.
No.
Corinne would have just been like, I don't even know if she's still on the planet. There's a door opening in everyone's heart chakra now. There's breathing into your heart chakra and allowing that door to open. You might feel an expansion, warmth, or pain, even as your heart chakras are receiving this transmission from the three eye Atlas beings The sun transmission. The name of their spaceship is a corner. But also another story while we're receiving, when they showed me the name of it in another session that I was in, it's written in flames, but the translation is a corner, but it's this beautiful, it's a language of flame.
Nice. Beautiful.
So cool. How are you feeling, Corinne? What's happening for you?
I just had like I didn't realize before, but I do now that it was like I was underwater or something because I've just had like a blast through my ears and the sound is just sharp.
Oh, ah, nice.
Mm, definitely a recalibration going on.
Mm. So keep holding this energy, but they want to multitask. Can you bring in the question that Siobhan asked in our community?
I can, yeah. So when we connected to throughout last week and brought through the transmission, you brought through a message of not having the medicines because of bioengineering. So Siobhan asked, does that also translate to the supplements?
Oh, yes. And they're selling me, and you're telling, they're also telling me, and don't forget your friend asked, another friend asked a question too. This was a personal conversation. Uh, she's in the community, but we had also just, she lives locally. We caught up and she had said, does that apply to other bioengineering like the jab? Like, is it going to affect people who've had it that want to have children? She was thinking of her daughters.
Okay.
And I said, I don't know, I'll find out. So both of them, does it apply to supplements? First of all, they're saying to Siobhan, you're a golden-haired angel. They're just like playing with her hair. Hello, golden-haired angel. We see you, we love you. Keep taking your supplements. Tune in. You'll know which ones not to take. Look for purity of uh, with what's in them, but purity, look for the codes of purity and integrity of who's processing them,
Mm,
because we definitely want you connecting to uh, Earth's living energy. And we know for you that uh, at this point in your time space reality, it does come through supplements. We definitely do still want that happening.
mm.
So that's Siobhan's answer. And now the other friend's answer about any poisoning we've already received retrospectively from medicines and bioengineering. Just those words made her think of what she'd heard people talk about online about the jab. Oh, there's a lot there because there's just so many different experiments that were being done
Yeah.
at that time, whole range of experiments, and not just with medicine, just a whole range of experiments. Uh, so, how about the children and being able to conceive? It's just too big a question.
Yeah.
Uh, they can't answer it in a one off like this. So,
Yeah.
I can look more deeply. I'll do a one on one session with her where I go in. And by the way, they have given me permission a few days ago to do one-on-one sessions with people, taking them up here to the Acorna spaceship, the Three-Eye Atlas. Hope, hopefully, I'm not too affected. Anyway, next question. Do you have another question, Corinne? Oh,
Yes.
let me check on the heart. They said that's fine. That activation's now happening for anyone who's watching this, uh, and it will continue. So beautiful.
Okay, beautiful.
Yeah.
Thank
Did
you.
anything else happen for you besides the clearing through the ears there?
It's just again feeling the activations in my body with the energy running through. It's always my hand crystals are activated during the connection with the
Oh, yes.
yeah.
Yeah. We should ask them about your Lemurian hand crystal healing. Why
Yeah.
don't you think of a question for them?
Yeah. Okay.
Tell them about it first. They need to be brought up to date on us.
Yeah. What do you want me to do that now then? Do you want me to ask about that now? Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
So, okay.
go for it.
Okay, so yeah, so I guess I discovered maybe a year or so ago when I mean, I've always organically put my hands out when I've done my hypnotherapy. And I discovered about a year ago that I started to feel it feels like lasers coming through my shoulders and my hands. And I asked about it in an Akashic session with yourself, Valentina, and it came through as being these Lemurian hand crystal technology that I have. So I'm just starting to, it's getting more powerful and I can intend it to start. And usually when I'm doing this motion, it starts to creak, especially in the left shoulder, and it starts to activate. So yeah, maybe if you can give me more information about that and how I can, I guess, develop it more, if they can.
Okay. If the woods develop this more. Mm. Mm. Creator being. Hello, they're saying. Hello, creator being.
Hello.
They see you. A little Corinne of the woods doesn't fall in.
I feel like it's more the Lady of Thunder that's starting to come in more now.
Lady of Thunder. Yeah. Is there any advice for Corinne about her Lemurian hand crystals beaming? They're saying for a start, they know that you're um, going to grid your new property when you move up to the Scottish Highlands with crystals.
Yeah.
They said they want you to make also a geometric grid with the laser beams
Okay.
um, around the property, and that you can check on that uh, regularly uh, when you need to, when you want to, really for fun. Like it's like waking up in this beautiful gridded energy, but you'll be able to check on it and see it. Um, and uh, this is a technology that you have used when you've been in your galactic self, as well as a creator being, to create containers to assist people with uh, transport. I won't reveal too much because I know it's your particular skills, but you know what I mean. So that's what you have used it for as well. Um, and what other advice for Corinne around this? They're just saying keep enjoying the development of it, because in the past, in this lifetime, sometimes you felt like your energy is so strong that it could actually maybe damage people.
Mm.
So I don't know if that rings true or not. We've never actually talked about that, but that's what they're saying, that you could be too powerful that without knowing exactly what you're doing. So they're saying it's a testament to how you've really brought yourself to a conscious high vibrational level that your skills are able to come back to you.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Um, and and you can play with it. Uh, and you're able, what else is she able to do with it? Um, yeah. Uh, uh, amazing. Just using those hands to activate food, uh, which really, as they kind of indicated before, really is the real medicine, and to activate sacred foods that are used for journeying as well.
Yeah.
Um, and uh, So you do your Lemurian crystal. They send out beams out of Corinne's hands when she doesn't put anything on them like a crystal. It just is there. It's ancient technology. And um, you kind of, if someone orders sacred medicine from you, um, you connect it. There's something about creating these pathways through their body with your crystal Lemurian hands, and you can connect it into the order. So it's going to be important when you get that business up and running
Yeah.
to let people know that this is specifically for them. Um, and if they're wanting sacred medicine for working in groups, they have to let you know because it's a different activation.
Right.
Um,
Mm.
yeah,
Oh, I love that.
it's a, yeah. And then now there's just a big yes. You're appearing as a tree, and there's just yes. And I'm saying to the beings, thank you so, so much. Uh, it's a Lemurian being. This light ship has many lineages in it, by the way, often connected to us, or in, like, you might consider them like a cousin of us. Uh, like there's beings in there that Corinne and I have spoken to before that, and that message was ended up just being for the Saha community. They didn't want it out there, but the being that spoke to us was from the Akash, but from a different Akash, from another galaxy, or another universe altogether.
Yeah.
So kind of like a cousin. Um, yeah, the Lemurian being that's working with you at the moment. Corinne is very pleased about the water healing that you described as well. Um, yeah, that's their information. How does that sit with you?
Yeah. Well, yeah, it all
Yeah,
resonates. And when you talk about working with a sacred medicine, obviously I know what you're talking about there,
yeah.
and those kind of ideas have been coming in. So that's just sparked off more. So thank you. Yeah.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Good. Yeah.
Uh,
And just so people know, Corinne and I always honor holding things in sacred privacy until it feels or until we're guided to reveal them. It's not, you know,
yeah.
it's not to exclude you from the project. It's just that it hasn't all settled in correct, hasn't all settled in yet. Yeah. You okay?
Yes. There's just a little buzz there. It's all good. I'm just checking the connection, but it's all good. It's all good. So actually, so thank you so much, for bringing that information through. Thank you, Valentina, and thank you to the Lemurian guide and being. And so, almost following on from that, one of the questions. So last week so for myself and Valentina, we were talking last week, and we both realized, for Valentina, she realized that Mexico kept coming in, and I realized that Turkey kept coming in. And then I kind of said there must be something here, and when I sat with it, I thought, well, this is somehow connected to Three Eye Atlas. I feel it's connected. Then I thought, well, there must be 3 points. Maybe there's a ley line between Mexico and Turkey, and I found there was between two sacred sites. And then Peru came in, so we found there was 3. So we looked at this in the Akash, didn't we, Valentina? And it did come
Yeah.
forward as being so it's across the Atlantic, basically, this triangle, this red energy triangle as well. So it's like the grounding, really, that grounding, rooting energy. And it came through that I would do some grid work to help Three Eye Atlas to create like a landing pad, to really create some stability for them, to really assist them, because it's been hard for them to
Mm.
connect, and it just adds that stability. So I thought it might be nice to ask if I recorded that grid work that I did and then shared it with the Saha community, invited the Saha community, if they want to do it from their
Yeah.
locations. They don't have to, but if they wanted to add to it, they could. Would that be helpful and in alignment?
Yeah. They're saying yes. Uh, Very much so. They're showing the kind of portal that you're working with, that triangle energy
Yeah.
there. And um, it's bringing balance and harmony in by you doing that. And by doing it, we're breaking news, by the way. We're going to create the Saha community is run as a temple complex of temples, so sacred temples. So we've decided to create, oh, well, we need to ask. We think we're going to create a Three Eye Atlas, a corner temple. So they said yes, put it in the community. It's just got this very balanced energy that starts to feel a bit trippy again for me because it's so balanced.
Mm.
Um, and it's really healing for the people that choose to tune in and assist with it as well. So it's a win-win for Earth and for the people there. And um, they're saying, yeah, they're just acknowledging you as well. Like, yes, very good work. So thank you, Corinne. So let's ask them directly. Pardon me. Is that correct? That I'm thinking that we create a temple in there for you beings to channel through, and for me to, Corinne and I, to regularly run Akashic journeys that connect with you. They're saying yes, and also please allow people to ask questions on YouTube. Saying yes. Okay, that was another one of our questions, if this video would even be published, and if people in the general community could also ask questions. Uh, yeah, they very much appreciate that uh, we're doing this work in an ordered manner, because they need to gradually read everyone's energy that's cooperating or connecting in with them and how it goes out to the world. And so, yes, they can settle in with us with that and then connect out to other people. And it doesn't mean, of course, that you have to connect through us, by the way. We're providing, we're kind of doing our due diligence of connection, and requesting that it's okay to put things out, just like you hopefully would request people different things even before you send someone something lovely like healing. You should request that from them. Not, you don't just barge through with what you think would be great and everyone would love this. So uh, they're really honoring that's the process that we're taking, and they're happy to make a commitment to assist and turn up. And they're showing it as flames. They speak in flames generally, although it's a mixed group of beings, but they speak in sacred flames. So they're showing two flames, a smaller one and a bigger one in your heart chakra, Corinne, and just a lot of little flames in mind going up to where I'm speaking. So, yay.
So was
We're
that,
going to be in service right until
oh, I love that. I love
right
that.
until solstice when the ship
Okay.
exits our area. Yeah.
In service. And was that a yes as well with sharing the grid work and inviting Saha to participate?
Yes, it was a definite appreciation, not just a yes, but an appreciation. Yes, make the temple in there and share the grid work in there for people to come and assist. You can direct that
Yeah,
part of how people can assist. Yeah.
yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
So one of the other questions then was that so obviously
Oh, they're saying to you, sorry to
yeah,
interrupt you, Corinne. They're saying make the container with your Lemurian crystal beaming hands in there
yes,
for the grid work for people to step into. Yeah, it's like stepping into a bit of a hologram, really.
yeah,
Mm,
we'll do that. I look
mm.
forward to doing that when I get to Scotland and settle in.
Yay,
Um,
beautiful.
so one of the other questions then was obviously NASA have named U3I Atlas being the third
Mm,
interstellar object in our solar system. And today it was brought into my consciousness at a video that I saw from Brian Cox, and he was talking about um, the second interstellar object that came in around 2017, and the name, which I apologize to Hawaiian people right now if I say this wrong, because it's a Hawaiian name and it's O Umuno. I don't know how to say it at all, but it apparently stands for scout or messenger. So this was a second interstellar object, and apparently it
yes.
was observed by astrophysicists, and they observed that as it left the sun, so apparently as it leaves the sun, it gets propelled by the sun's, I don't know, the sun's energy, and usually it leaves gases, but it didn't, so it didn't act like a comet. So I just wondered if that was connected to Three Eye Atlas in any way. Was that setting foundations? Were they also doing similar work, helping us to awaken with codes, or is it unrelated? No, it's
No,
not. Okay.
it's
Okay.
like a completely different energy.
Okay, interesting. I just wondered because it had come in today, so I wanted to ask. So it's
Yeah,
un-
very interesting. They're like, no, no, no. Yeah, just another visitor.
okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
okay. Well, that's good. Okay. Um,
And nothing, no big deal. They're saying children of the universe, just exploratory. Yeah. Not dangerous, but
no, but
yeah,
nothing related.
just learning the ropes, really. Yeah.
Okay, interesting. Um, so the other thing, so as well, NASA have obviously named you Three Eye Atlas. And I always think that, names are coded. There's always codes there right in front of our face. So 3I, we were kind of talking, is this, obviously you're bringing in activations, awakening, does this kind of connect to the three eyes, the third eye, the eye in the heart, and the eye in the womb? Is this kind of helping us to awaken these portals?
Mm, yeah. So these beautiful, benevolent, reptilian beings have come through. We've seen them before online, but the videos have been taken down. But they're amazing. They're not related at all to the reptilians you have read about or possibly met or seen in your dreams. They're beautiful, very advanced, very. um, sophisticated beings in their sense of balance and beauty and harmony and love and peace. Uh, so they're coming in to answer the question. So thank you so much. I know that they're on the ship because I have met them before with another mentee that, of course, wanted to go straight up to the spaceship when we had her session. Hmm. This is very feminine, peaceful energy. And I'm re-asking them the question, just psychically. Is it the three eyes? Yes. They're saying, yes, my beautiful. Thank you. And what about for men? Is it the hara or more the sex organs for the men? They're showing that for men it's lower, it's more closer to this what we call the sacral shikara,
Mm.
or the tendon is close to there too. And it is, I just get the feeling it involves an awakening and healing of their sexual organs for men. Yes, for men, the three eye is a little bit lower and it's more connected to sexuality. For women, it's the womb, whether you have one or not, because sometimes for one reason or another, some people don't, but you do energetically. Um, and it's more about uh, life giving birth, and that these lovely beings are saying that's the level of healing required for divine femininity at the moment,
Yeah.
at divine masculinity at the moment. The level of healing is coming into understanding what divine sexual beings they are, because it's been really corrupted, and it takes healing and attention to realize how incredibly healing uh, their sexual organs are meant to be.
Mm.
And so she's just activating that for everyone now. There's one main, there's actually three of them, but there's one main female one. So we'll all receive the transmission. Comes to Corinne and I naturally to put our hands up, but if you feel to sort of
Yeah.
hands up feels easy, it's up to you. Yeah. So if you're a woman, you're receiving this activation in your third eye, your heart, and your womb. Follow me. If you're a man, you're receiving this activation in your third eye, your heart, and more down towards your sacral. And I know you would consider your sexual organs to be a base or root chakra because of the area right down there, but this is uh, sexual healing of your sexual organs, but the area is the sacral chakra, which is about a hand's width below your belly button. It's powerful. I think this is also represented in this picture. This is their energy from one of the sunrises. It is
Ah,
the sun, the orb, and then
oh,
into the
yeah.
water.
Love
Yeah. I'll just sit here while we do the transmission.
that. Amazing.
It's nice for people to really receive that.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, I can really feel that quite powerful in the heart, at the back of the heart. It's actually a little painful, but
Yeah, it's good to mention that. Sometimes it can be a bit painful as things heal and open. This one's going to go far and wide, really going out to the community, wider community, not just our private community with this one. They can feel it. They're showing me on the spaceship how many people it's reaching. It's massive. That's continuing, but they're also going to another question, Corinne, which I think we were going to ask in the Akash, but they want to answer it, just the general Akash.
yeah.
And it's about what happens when you transition.
Oh, amazing. Okay, great. Yes.
So, by the way, if you want to just keep receiving that healing, just let me get out of the way and you can just pause on that spot. Okay,
Yeah.
back we come.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so, so I think from memory, do you want to read the question?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so kind of been noticing that it seems that a lot of souls, it feels like a lot of souls are leaving the planet right now. And we wondered whether um we wanted to know one about what happens to the souls as they transition, because a lot of souls are leaving the planet right now. So we wanted to know what happens to souls as they transition, and we also know there's information out there about what happens to souls as they transition, but it seems to just be this one data packet of what happens. But we kind of feel like it's different depending on the soul, perhaps where they come from. So we wanted to know, are we right in the feeling that more people are leaving the earth? And is that by design, in terms of, we're moving we know we're transitioning into the golden age. And is it gonna be that we are less densely populated in the golden age? So I guess there was a few questions there.
Yeah. Okay. What would you like to answer first? Yes. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 Who's coming through for different? A very tall, slender, white being, white light. Yes. He's one of the leaders. He's not saying of this group that are coming, this group of beings. Um, He's not, he's from a galaxy in our universe, but he's not saying exactly which one. It's not the Milky Way or Andromeda and what we know as our home, these two galaxies. Um, he's saying nearby, thank you. And he's saying, yes, we can observe this. There are more people leaving, and there are going to be people dying earlier.
Mm.
Uh, some of you will be living a lot longer because you've alchemized your decision already to be here for this time-space reality and to be here for a long time. But the ones that are not getting it, for one reason or another, not getting the upgrade to the New Earth timeline or not really realizing how quickly the Earth is changing, they start leaving at younger ages, like in their 60s. Whereas for me, say for example, I'm 61, to me, I'm like, oh, I've just started.
Well, yeah.
But they suddenly feel old and disconnected, like the world has changed. They said in the next 7 years, they will feel like they can't connect. The world has changed so much. And they also haven't gone on to the higher New Earth timeline. So they're not getting what we might call the buzz that we get from being on our higher timeline. And he's saying yes. And he's saying one of the things that we're setting up while we're here for people is to make that transition for those people as peaceful as possible,
Oh,
so that they're not suffering over their suffering, because it's not like they've done anything
wrong.
that they should be punished for. So they just don't get it. So there'll be both. There's a lot of people transitioning at the moment, and it's a great time to transition because you're going through, because they're here. So you're going through all this golden light when you pass on to the other side. And I'm saying to him, thank you so much. He's like incredibly intelligent. Like it's taking a lot of energy for both him and I to find a common wave of energy of thought, I guess, like of frequency to communicate because he's super intelligent and I'm trying to lift my brain up and he's trying to get to my level as well. So I'm saying to him, thank you so much. Uh, and he's going, yes, it's true. I would normally communicate with people that spend their whole lives being elders, on the mountains and things like that. Hold what you'd call holy, sacred people, elders. For them, it's pretty easy. Uh,
Oh,
he's laughing too because he knows that, he's not. It's not. I'm not offended. So the other question was, what's happening when people pass over? We seem to have what I call a data packet. For those of you out there, to me, data packets are when I notice that the same story is being repeated by people around the world. And because I travel a bit, I see it a lot where people will, have a chat and they're like, you won't believe blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, yeah, I would. And I can tell you what happens next as well, because I've already heard it in every country I've been to, or I've heard it all my life from various people. And it's clear that it's a data packet that's been put in them to experience. So that's what I mean. Like there seems to be or what Corinne and I mean, there seems to be a data packet that you pass over. Uh, you have a life review, you go to the light, your loved ones meet you, and you have this incredible sense of being loved. Um, is that correct? Is there more to it? Is it just something we've been given to make it an ease a process the process less fearful for people? Oh, they're saying, well, he's saying there's a whole woven process, and that's if you can imagine a whole lot of threads being woven together, that's one thread. That uh, data packet is one thread. So it's true, but it's one thread. Uh, so what else happens when people pass over? The first thing that happens is their five elements. This is interesting because I know this was another question you intuitively knew
Yeah.
these people would know something about it, these beings. Uh, we work with the five elements a lot in the Akash. It's a key, one of the keys. Anyway, first of all, that's assessed in them is the harmony of the so the five elements, earth, air, water, fire, and ether or Akash in the way that the world I work in. Um, so it's the spiritual connection, the ether energy, for me, the Akash energy. So, first of all, that's what is assessed, and based on, I guess, the balance of that, because that's what we get to work with while we're here. So, that is how they read us, how we're read on the others as soon as we pass over. It's almost like someone reading the chemicals of a body, but they're reading the five elements. And then that determines what frequency we have decided to be, how we alchemize those five elements and harmonize and clear and balance them in ourselves is they said he's saying that's basically the assessment of your life. And then from there, it's not a judgment as in good or bad, but from there, that frequency of what you've created takes you to wherever you're going, whatever the next place is for you. Um, and I'm asking, do some people just go back to source because their elements are so out of balance that they just get released back to source, taken out, so to speak, deconstructed completely? Or some souls, really, would be correct. He said, yes, this happens if there is an element that's completely kind of unaccounted for. It's like it's dropped out because what this indicates to the beings on the other side that look at our elemental chemistry. It's not chemistry like we know it here, but they view it's kind of a close word. What it indicates is that the soul that is missing one of the elements or has tried to negate it altogether is controlling. So that and time's up. Time has been called on that sort of behavior at the moment. So yes, that kind of soul energy would just be sent back to source to be dissipated because we all are creations, like an outbreath from source. Like we're all a creation from there. So um, if it's got to the point, so source has the ultimate like this, yeah, the cakes just can't be, this cake can't be baked anymore. Like what? Like it's just can't go on. Yeah,
And I just,
Corinne.
I'm guessing though, for that, the beam would have to be very far gone beyond, because beyond rehabilitation and restoration and recovery.
Yes, and they're saying it's not for your human ego self, our human ego selves to think, oh, I know who that would be. It, you don't know what equations people are working with.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah.
but yes, they would have to be very far gone to have got to the point where they could negate a whole element. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and it's just like, okay, it's just we can't go on. It's not like a being marched off to prison. It's just okay, that has to go back. This can't exist anymore because the chemistry does it's ruined. It doesn't
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's
So
yeah.
there's that. Yeah. Does that make sense, Corinne?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. So, well, I feel like it's a beautiful message because we kind of, because we know, or again, I say we know, maybe they can confirm this, but in the past, when souls have crossed over, it's been said that there's been a soul trap, right? But is that true that there has been a soul trap in the past that's kept souls coming back when they didn't necessarily want to come back?
The karmic kind of thing, or what people call karma. Karma, I was waiting for him to answer. Yes, he said there has been a soul trap in the past. Does it still exist? He say no, we're just uh if they're just being read now and based on the alchemy of the five elements, they go where they go, and sometimes that is back to source. And and I'm saying, what about souls that can come back quite quickly rather than go somewhere based on their alchemic five elemental chemistry? If it's all in order, then what happens is you go to uh, your oversoul and decide what you want to do next. You don't have to go somewhere else. That it's like if you get yourself out of balance, you go to the equivalent of what you've created and experience that. And it's not a bad thing. It's just that you're experiencing something else in another dimension or field of energy. But if you've and it does like it's they're saying he's saying it's not based on being successful and completing what you came to Earth to do. It's based on how well you've managed to keep these five elements harmonized within yourself. Because sometimes we come in and we don't complete our life mission, or we die in awful circumstances in the past. Anyway, we've got a lot more control now. Um, so um, it's not that. Like even if I'm saying, what about if you're when the people have been depressed or and then had an accident or even committed suicide? He's saying that's actually got nothing to do with it. Um, just because someone has decided they need to leave, that's not seen as it's not about how you exit because we know on our side where he is. He said, we know it's difficult,
Mm.
but we also need to assess what you've done with your five basic elements because you know, you talk a lot, Valentina, about how you teach people how you separate out from sources, light and sound, and then you start to have form and become a galactic being and form your oversoul and form your higher self and then come down if you're in this stream of energy that we're in coming down to earth and then you're able to bring your soul and energy into an actual body, human body. um remember where I was going with the question, but
Oh,
he said we know it's not, can't remember. Oh, but what it's about the alchemy anyway.
about the balance. And I think so, just like you say, we'd actually one of the questions we were gonna, but I want to come back to that about the five elements, because before we ask
Yeah.
that, then I think this is such an amazing comfort, I think, for people whose loved ones are passing over, because they can have that knowing that they're going to be looked after. There's going to be no soul traps. They're actually going to go where they need to go to get what is going to help them to heal and
Yeah.
balance. So that's really comforting, I think, for
Yeah.
anyone that's listening. And so, and that kind of leads on to what
Mm.
I'm going to ask: is there anything that, because many people know right now that they've got loved ones that are about to transition, is there anything that they can do for their loved ones to help that transition? I wonder.
Okay. They do. What could we do to help loved ones who we know are transitioning? The most powerful thing you can do to help them is to meditate with them and bring in the five different elements. So we've been meaning for a while to talk to you, to create a video about that. I do, as I said, it's a very integral, basic part of the Saha teachings in the Akash. Um, so, of course, we won't reveal the advanced stuff, but we can definitely, um, just getting all that lightheaded, trippy feeling again. We can definitely teach you the basics in another video that we'll do, and then Corinne will come back and link it here. Um, and for our Saha community, we must remember to put that in a special temple for them too. That's what would help them the most with their transition, and not necessarily what I'll be teaching, but you know, what it whatever way you go into a meditative or altered state and bring in the five elements for them, which also could be as simple as bringing them into their room, having water and
Plant.
rocks or beautiful crystals to represent the earth, and um, feathers for air, and something to represent fire, which can be certain crystals are made in fire, could be volcanic rock, could be candles, and just make sure that there is something that connects them to what's called the ether or the Akash or the spirit energy, which could be music, even, could be beautiful music. Um, so that takes that you've got to feel, takes you to a higher spiritual realm. So yeah, it's a beautiful question. This guy loves that you've brought that in. He's saying, what I love about humans is how compassionate you are, very loving and compassionate to even ask that question, and knowing that so many humans would want to do that. We want to help people so much. He loves that about us. Yeah.
Well, yeah, thank you
Mm.
for that. And just as Valentina says, we'll do a video. We've been meaning to do it, and it came in today, so it was obviously perfectly aligned. So we'll do a video on
Yeah.
help whoever's tuning in if they want to do that for themselves, because obviously it helps you
Mm.
for your loved ones that are transitioning. So
Yeah. Yeah. And you might even create a little poem or prayer, like, uh, definitely watch our stuff. We're here to lead and help and heal, but develop your sovereignty too. Don't give your power away. And it has to be the way we said, it needs to be the five elements. So you might create a beautiful song you sing, or a beautiful something, some artistic process for them as well.
Yeah, exactly. Follow your own intuition because it's nearly always right if it's your own intuition. Like Valentina
Yeah,
says, yeah, we'll bring a way you can balance the elements, but there's so many ways you can bring in the elements and balance them. And I guess what was coming through for me as well was about just having as much love and compassion and just as much, having that energy. Obviously
yeah,
letting them know how much they're loved if you feel like you can communicate that to them because that helps to balance the water, the emotional element, you know,
mm,
this forgiveness that can be expressed at that time if that's possible for anything that helps to balance the air, the thoughts, as
yeah,
imagine when you get to the end of the life, there's so much emotions and things coming up. So yeah, so just that was coming in for me as well to help.
yeah, yeah. And no, that reminds me, like, know that when people you think someone's going to pass over and then they don't, and you're feeling like you're in so much pain. I wish you would just, pass. I know, of course, we have pain management, but it's awful to see still. So know that what they're doing is they're harmonizing so that they A, don't have to do it on the other side, and B, can have their five, their harmonization of their energy fields and their five elements done before they pass over because you're still you. You might not be in a physical body, but you're still you and you still can be easily read. So that's often that's exactly what's happening when people are like lingering and you're thinking, this is like heartbreaking. That, yeah, you can help them with the compassion and the love and the five element healing.
Beautiful.
So so that they can have freedom on the other side to be balanced and go where they want to go. Yeah.
Okay, I think that was all the questions, I think. We just have a little check if there was anything else. Okay, so I think whilst I feel like there's going to be like 1,000 questions, I can't think of any more right now. And I'm sure, obviously, Saha, the community, and the YouTube community will have many, many questions. So it'll be really interesting to see people's questions and to be able to bring them to.
Yes. So if you're in the YouTube community, you can just post them under this video. And if you're in Saha, of course, you can post them in there. We'll be creating a special temple because it's just bigger than bigger than the odd thing. I'm actually with Corinne going to be running regular Akashic journeys to connect with this wonderful spaceship. So we'll have that whole sacred sharing circle in there. And of course, you can join us in there too if you want to.
Yeah, amazing.
Mm.
Thank you.
Okay.
So that was so incredible to be a part of. So for those that want to leave questions, if you are part of the Saha community, then your questions will take priority. And right now you can join for 30 days free. If you are leaving a question on the YouTube channel, we will do our best to take them in as well and answer as many questions as possible. But if you want to have more of a guarantee, then please do join our Saha community. And you'll also get to experience the weekly Akashic journeys that are going to take place live every Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Australian Central Daylight Saving Time. And when you join the community and you go into the event calendar, it actually loads in your local time. So that's a few ways that you can connect. That's one way that you can connect to these three eye atlas beings, but another absolutely unique, incredible way to connect is through your own personal Akashic journey with Valentina. So she is opening up some bookings. There is a link below. These are 2 hour slots where she will take you to the space, to the spaceship, to the light ship, and she will act as a channel connecting to these beings and answering any questions that you have. Now, whilst the session itself is 2 hours, in reality it's actually 4 hours. Valentina has a very unique skill set, And connecting to this energy, as you can see, is very, very intense for our human bodies. And there will be an hour before she joins you live on that booking where Valentina prepares for the session. And there's an hour afterwards where she recovers from that session. So in reality, it's a 4-hour session, and those bookings will be up until December. So the link is below. And I have to say, I had one of these Akashic sessions this week, and it was absolutely mind blowing. Now, all of Valentina's Akashic journeys are mind blowing, but this is such a unique and rare opportunity with these beings being in our solar system, these ancient beings from another universe that are here bringing us codes of remembrance, codes of activation, really activating our DNA and the memories of who we are. So it's really special. So if you want to get one of those personal sessions, then get booked in quickly before they're all booked up. But yeah, and obviously we'll hopefully we'll see more of you in the Saha community. So thank you.